Alright, so things turned around in this video. We actually have some good luck. Through the rest of bow season, hasn't been much going on. Luckily, we did get a stalk in. I did some hunting with some friends and did some camera work for them. Also saw some really cool things like a family of bobcats that actually the mom came into 8 yards. She was right in front of me, and we kind of had a stare down. She gave me the side eye for a little bit. So this was the latest stalk that we've done. I had a couple before this, but they didn't really turn out well with the grass and the trees that got in the way. You couldn't really see anything in the footage, so I decided not to add those. They were unsuccessful. This one, Quentin was headed to my house when he seen a couple deer along the road just close to my house. So I grabbed my bow, he grabbed my camera. Unfortunately, I forgot to put the microphone on my camera, so the audio isn't very good. It's really windy, and the camera kind of cuts a lot of that out, but unfortunately we didn't have the microphone. So we ended up doing this stalk and got into 55 yards, and you'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, we can belly crawl up to this tree and then go, right? Or do you want to get down in that ditch?
Do you want to try to set up film from here? No, go down in the ditch. Get in the water. Crawl down.
I can't see. Wait, don't move. Yeah. Don't move. Those are big does.
As you can see, the shot was well low, completely missed. 55 yards is a good distance, but I felt really comfortable and confident in the shot. I may need to take my bow to the shop a little bit and do some shooting and see if there may be a problem. Finally, it has arrived. I do really love bow hunting, but whenever it's a really tough season, it's always nice to be able to pick up my Savage 220 and reach out there and touch animals that are a little further out.
You can't make this sort of stuff up. I've had such a hard season. And that buck was 30 yards. Had the camera right on him perfectly. And I forgot to hit record on the camera.
So yeah, like you just heard, I didn't get the buck on camera. What I think happened was I turned on the camera, but I hit record at the same time, and the camera wasn't turned on when I hit record, so it wasn't recording whenever I took the shot. But luckily, to save my dumb self for doing that, we have state-of-the-art CGI, so we're going to actually recreate exactly what happened, and you'll barely be able to tell the difference between what you see here and what actually happened. Meh.
Here he is. He's laying down there. Huge bodied deer. He's not as big as I thought he was. He looked up at me and he looks super wide, but he's about as wide as his ears. Just probably a 3-year-old buck. If I didn't think I would have had it on film, I might have let him pass, but that was tough. That sucked.
So that all being said, I still feel really blessed to be able to harvest this deer. You know, it's first morning of shotgun season, and you know he was 15 yards. He went out to 30 yards, and then I took the shot. It was a perfect shot. Watched him go down. The only thing I regret is not getting it on camera, which was a bummer, but I still harvested a really nice deer. And my reward for dropping the hammer on that buck was to go out and do some walking. So we ended up doing some deer drives later this day, and ended up getting one deer out of it. Unfortunately, that one was not on camera either because the shooter didn't have a camera with him.
I shot it probably 50 to 100 yards further back at it.
Looks like
I think I got a gut shot.
Leg out.
Huh?
Looks like you broke her leg.
That wasn't a bullet. That wasn't a bullet.
Unless,
Pretty sure she had a broken leg,
yeah,
right?
bro.
I did end up making a couple more sits with a friend, just running the camera for him, and unfortunately, we did see a couple while we were walking, but we're never able to get a shot on them. So if you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. And also, you'll be able to actually see a deer getting shot on camera here. This is 2 weeks later after I shot that buck on the first morning of second gun season here in Illinois. And the does were everywhere. I actually passed up a few of them. I wanted a really big mature one, and I was rewarded with roughly between a dozen and 15 deer this morning that had walked by my stand. And one of the real big mature does ended up getting a little skittish. I think she saw me or smelled me, and so I decided, you know what, that big doe is gonna be in the freezer tonight.
That's a lot of deer.
So this was probably a 3 or 4 year old doe. I feel really blessed to take a really big mature doe like this, and also to be putting one down so quickly. She only went about 50 yards or so. Also, I mentioned that the deer population seems a little low this year as opposed to at least last year, and this might be one of the reasons. We found 3 skulls in a 20-acre plot of woods. You know, this is really sad. Hopefully next year the deer population can bounce back. So thanks for watching, and if you want to see how our season ends, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to stay tuned. We've got a few videos that are already in the works. I got some trapping videos coming out, and I know Quentin's got some exciting videos of his wife shooting a deer, so stay tuned for that.